George Michael, one of pop music's brightest stars, left behind not just a legacy of iconic hits, but a mystery that's now sending shockwaves across the world. Years after his passing, the FBI was called in to investigate strange activity inside his long-abandoned mansion. What they discovered left even investigators stunned. Hidden rooms, forgotten documents, and chilling secrets paint a picture far darker than fans ever imagined. In this video, we uncover the disturbing truth behind what was found inside George Michael's home, and how it's changing the way we remember one of music's most beloved legends. Prepare yourself. This is much worse than you think. 1. The mansion left frozen in time. After George Michael's tragic passing, his stunning mansion in North London stood untouched for years, a grand, haunting reminder of a life filled with fame, music, and mystery. Fans gathered outside its gates, laying flowers, singing his songs, and paying tribute. But inside, time had stood still. The house remained just as George had left it. Coffee cups on tables, music sheets on pianos, clothes still hanging in closets. To some, it was beautiful. To others, eerie. When authorities finally entered, they found a strange energy within the home, like it was frozen in the exact moment he left it. Dust covered priceless art, letters were left unopened, and a strange silence filled the halls. It wasn't just a house, it was a time capsule. But what came next would shock everyone. The mansion held more than just memories. It held secrets. Hidden doors, strange compartments, and objects that didn't belong started raising serious questions. And when the FBI got involved, things took a chilling turn. This wasn't just about protecting a celebrity estate. It became a full-blown investigation into what George Michael may have been hiding from the world. 2. Why the FBI was called in. At first, it seemed like a routine case, managing the estate of a beloved celebrity. But soon, whispers of hidden documents, odd surveillance devices, and strange visitor logs started to circulate. That's when the FBI stepped in. Authorities had reason to believe that George Michael's mansion may have been used for more than just peaceful living. Reports emerged of encrypted files, unusual financial documents, and even references to names involved in international investigations. Some of the items found hinted at powerful connections, people George may have been protecting, or people who were watching him. It wasn't about drugs or scandal. It was bigger, involving layers of secrecy that reached beyond celebrity gossip. The FBI's presence shocked fans and raised serious questions. Why would a pop star's home require federal attention? What did he know, or what was he hiding? This wasn't the George Michael the public thought they knew. Behind his charming smile and emotional lyrics may have been a man carrying heavy secrets. And as agents dug deeper into the mansion, they uncovered items that turned this case from curious to terrifying. 3. The secret basement that no one knew about. Perhaps the most disturbing discovery was a hidden basement beneath George Michael's mansion, something even his closest friends claimed they never knew existed. Tucked behind a false wall in the library, investigators found a narrow staircase leading to an underground chamber. What was inside left them speechless. This wasn't just a storage space, it was a vault of secrets. Dozens of locked safes, thousands of pages of handwritten notes, rare audio recordings, and even surveillance footage were found. The disturbing tapes found inside. Among the most haunting discoveries inside the mansion were a series of cassette and VHS tapes, each labeled with cryptic titles like "They're Watching," "Final Warning," and "Proof." The FBI began analyzing them, only to find hours of George Michael talking directly to the camera. In the recordings, he speaks about being followed, of not trusting certain people in his inner circle, and of fearing what might happen if certain information got out. He appeared anxious, at times paranoid, but not without reason. He detailed interactions with high-profile figures, mentioned names that haven't yet been made public, and hinted at a powerful machine behind the entertainment industry. 5. Strange symbols and unpublished writings. In one of the mansion's sealed rooms, FBI agents found journals filled with strange symbols, handwritten poetry, and unpublished lyrics that carried a darker, more cryptic tone. Many pages were written in code, mixing symbols with words, almost like George was trying to hide messages only certain people could understand. Lyrical lines described silent watchers, false friends, and a stage built from lies. These weren't songs meant for radio. They were deeply personal, almost like warnings. Investigators brought in cryptographers and language experts to decode the texts. Some believe they were part of a private diary system George used to process trauma. Others say it could be tied to secret groups or events he may have been involved in or trying to expose. What's certain is this: George Michael was writing with urgency. There was fear in his words. 6. The chilling connection to his final days. George Michael's final days were marked by solitude, secrecy, and sudden tragedy. But now, with the FBI's findings, those final moments are being seen in a new and darker light. Investigators found notes dated just days before his death, where George seemed to know something was coming. He wrote about feeling watched, about not sleeping well, and about closing the final chapter. Was this a man preparing for the end, or warning others of what was to come? Some close friends say he had become more withdrawn, refusing visitors and making cryptic comments. Now those signs feel like misread flags. 7. What this means for George Michael's legacy. George Michael will forever be known for his voice, his style, and his ability to break musical barriers. But now, his legacy includes something darker, something far more mysterious. The mansion, once a place of creativity and peace, has become a vault of secrets, questions, and revelations that go far beyond entertainment. Some fans are struggling to reconcile the icon they adored with the man who lived in fear and secrecy. Others feel closer to him than ever, understanding that even legends carry pain, paranoia, and untold truths. The media will try to twist this story, but at its core, it's about a man who may have known more than he could say, and who left behind clues for the world to one day understand. George Michael's abandoned mansion wasn't just filled with memories. It was filled with secrets that shook even federal investigators. From hidden basements and cryptic writings to emotional videotapes, every discovery added a new layer to the man the world thought they knew. This story isn't about scandal. It's about depth. It's about seeing George Michael not just as a pop icon, but as a complex soul navigating fame, fear, and truth. Thank you for watching. If this left you shocked, moved, or curious, like, share, and subscribe. Because some legacies don't fade, they unfold, one secret at a time.